Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have picked up, or had shipped to me actually, the new starter deck 15 from Dragon Ball Super. Let's hop right into this thing. Let's check out this deck, see what it looks like, and I'll go over the cards and we'll just go through it together. Let's jump right into it. All right guys, let's hop right into this unboxing here. Well, let's see, how's it open? Oh, looks like I need something to cut that with. I've got a pair of nippers right here. Stick it right in there, right like that. Get that right open. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna end up tearing it anyway, look at that. There it goes. All right. So first things first, does come with this nifty little battle area playmat, paper playmat type thing. Get your leader area, unison area, battle area, combo area, energy area, all your little things if you're wanting to, if you're getting started in the game and you're needing a quick reference. There you go, there's that. Comes with a rule manual, version 3.0. So I'm assuming this is up to date on all three card types and everything there is to go along with that you would need. You get your leader card, your unisons, battle cards, all that sort of deal. Kind of goes turn by turn, lets you know exactly how to do it when your counter phase is in, and all of that. Let's move on to the next. Let's move on to actually opening up this deck here. Let's see, I believe there's a pull tab. Yep, there it is right there. If I can get it open without damaging these. There we go. This will be my next deck that I play. I'm going to rig this thing out. I'm not going to play it in the starter form, at least not more than a couple times, just to check it out. But let's take a look at that leader card. Check that out. New Vegeta leader, straight out of the set. The auto on its unawakened side. When this card attacks, draw one card. Then it gets 5,000 power for turn. So it's a 15,000 power attacker when it attacks on its unawakened side. When awaken is when your life is at 4 or less and you have a red unison card, or you have a red. Let me start over. When your life is at 4 or less, or you have a red unison card with a specific cost of 2 in play, you may switch up to 2 of your energy to active mode, add cards from your life to your hand until you have 5 life left. Choose up to one of your red unisons with Kaba in its name and add a marker to it, then flip this card over. Flip it over like this. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta Spirit Boost. Or Spirit Boost Elite, I should say. Auto, when this card attacks, draw one card, then choose up to one of your red unisons with a specific cost of 2 and no keyword skills, and it gains double strike for the turn. Auto, once per turn, Spirit Boost 1. Now the rule for Spirit Boost is you must remove a marker from your unison to activate this skill. When your opponent attacks your red unison card with a specific cost of 2, negate the attack, then choose up to one of your unison cards, and it gets plus 6,000 power for the turn. And that plus 6,000 is pretty relevant, because that would mean your opponent would have to combo over that. So they would have to combo 2 cards, or tap 1 to combo the 10K. So that is pretty good, because it puts them up to, well, here's the Kaba right here. That would put the Kaba up to 21,000 power instead of just 20,000 power. So it's a little bit more harder to get over, I should say. So yeah, let's look at this Kaba. Nice foiling on it. This is one of the exclusive cards to this deck, I do believe. And this is a unison. Auto, limit 1. You can only activate once per turn across all copies of this card. When this card is placed in the drop area from your unison area, choose up to one of your mono red leaders and it gains 5,000 power for the turn. So whenever this thing gets knocked out, you bump your leader card up by 5,000 power, making it essentially a 20k on its awakened side. It's activate main, plus 1 marker, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards or unison cards and it gets negative 10,000 power for the turn. So being able to neg unisons is really essential here, being able to knock down those markers off of it without having to attack is really handy. -6 -6 markers. Auto, if your opponent's life is at 4 or is at 3 or more, when your mono red Saiyan leader is attacked, deal 1 damage to your opponent. So when you're below 3, no, when your opponent has 3 or more life, when they attack, your leader, which they will, you will, you know, just straight up deal 1 damage to them. That's a pretty good burn, if you ask me. That comes with two copies of the Kaba, and it comes with 2 copies of the Son Goku Spirit Boost Warrior. And this one is Deflect, Double Strike, and Dual Attack, kind of the boss monster here of this deck. If this card is in rest mode and you have a red unison card with a specific cost of 2 in play, so your Kabas, this card and your red leader card gets 1,000 power, plus 1,000 power. So that's pretty handy. Allows you to swing and then have to have an extra card to combo with. Auto, limit 1, you can only activate it once. Spirit Boost 1, so you have to remove a marker from your unison. When this card is placed in your drop area from your battle area by an opponent's skill or is KO'd, play this card from your drop area. So when this thing gets knocked out, it just comes straight back on to the battlefield. And there are 2 copies of those. Now we also have 2 copies of the Surprise Attack Son Gohan. Get it to focus there. There we go. Activate battle for 1 red. If you have 2 or more mono red battle cards in your combo area, play this card from your hand, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets negative 10,000 power for the turn. So it's basically an arrival if you combo 2 reds, 2 mono reds. So that's a pretty good attack right there, or a pretty good skill right there. It's easy to get out. You can get it out on turn 1 if you wanted to, if you didn't spend the energy on it, and you get to neg your opponent's battle cards by 10,000. That's a pretty good attack. Pretty good card. The next 2 unique cards in the deck that come with the deck are the Surprise Attack Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Has unique and critical, so when they take a life with this card, they don't take the life, it goes straight into the drop area. If your opponent has 2 or more energy, when you remove a marker from one of your red unison cards using a Spirit Boost skill, you may play this card from your hand. So it's another free play. So on your turn, you can use Spirit Boost to negate on turn 2, and you can remove a marker from Kaba to negate that attack, and that lets you play this guy for free. We have 2 Saiyan Kaba. This is a take a life, it gets an extra 10,000 power and double strike, so it allows you to awaken a little bit earlier on your turn because there's no self-awaken in your leader. Comes with 2 Kaba's Awakening. This is just an extra plus 6,000 power when you're comboing. Pretty decent card. And then for the negates, we have 2 Unending Awakening. So counterattack, and then you get an extra 5,000 power for the turn. Comes with 2 Intensifying Power Trunks. It's another add 10k and double strike, or not double strike, critical in this case, allowing you to awaken a little bit faster. 2 After Image counterattacks. This allows you to add 40,000 power for the turn to your leader card if it's red, and then you get to neg one of your opponent's cards by 10,000 power. 3 Support Attack Trunks. At the end of the battle in which you combo with this card from your hand during your opponent's turn, if your leader card is red, play this card in rest mode. When you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and he gets negative 5,000 power for the turn. So you combo these 2 guys in right here. Tap 1 energy to play this guy for free. And then if you happen to Spirit Boost, you also get to play that guy for free. And then these 2 guys come out for free as well. Super synergetic with this deck. I don't know if it's the best way to go, but a lot of synergy there. Bulma from the sidelines. When you play this card, if there's a Saiyan card in play in your battle area, draw 2 cards, then choose 2 cards in your hands and place them in your drop area. So you're cycling 2, you're never actually getting any hand advantage. But, you know, seeing 2 extra cards a turn is a very good, no matter how you look at it. Comes with 2 Transcendent Strike. This is an activate main. If your leader card is red, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with 20,000 power or less and KO it. 2 is that all you got as a counter attack. This is you negate the attack, then you have to drop a red card to your drop area. If you do, choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards and they get negative 15,000 power. 2 Android 18 Steadfast Technique. Choose 1 extra card in your hand and place it in your drop area. When you combo with this card, it gets an extra 6,000 power for the turn, turning it into a 11,000 power. So that's pretty good. 2 Yamcha Merciless Barrage. Counterplay, you can activate the counterplay skills. You can't activate the counterplay skills of the cards for the turn. Choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards and they get negative 15,000 power. If you have a red unison card with 2 or more markers in play, you can activate this skill from your hand without paying the energy cost. So it's a free counterplay. 2 Son Goku Saiyan Youth. It's a blocker. If you have a red unison card in play, when this card is played, draw 1 card. So a little bit of card draw there, plus a blocker. So that's helpful. 2 Vegeta Saiyan Youth. If your leader card is red when this card is played from your hand, choose up to 1 of your red unison cards and add a marker to it. So that's pretty good if you're trying to build up to that Kaba 6 marker drop. 2 Super Saiyan Vanilla Son Gokus. Just a little bit of combo power there. 4 10 Universe 7 Challenger. It's a super combo, so if you're at 4 or less, when you combo with this, you get extra 10,000 power, plus draw 1 card. So pretty generic. 2 Strategies of Universe 7. This gives all of your red Saiyan cards barrier. 2 Infinite Energy Android 18. Auto, at the end of the battle, after you combo with this card from your hand, if your card is a Universe 7, which it is, play this card in rest mode. So pretty useful there. 2 Niagara Drop. It's a activate battle. If your leader cards are red Saiyan, choose 1 of your leader cards or battle cards, and for the duration of the turn, that card gets plus 5,000 power. Then if your life is at 3 or less and it's your opponent's turn, choose up to 1 of your red energies, switch it to active mode, and draw 1 card. This is a really good card. This will allow you to, it's basically a Senzu Bean, only you're not restanding an extra energy. You're just, it's a 2-drop Senzu Bean, so it's not quite as good, but it's still better than, nothing, which is what red has as far as Senzu Bean goes. 2 Piccolo Namekian Fortification, if I can get it to focus. Auto, choose 1 card in your life and add it to your hand. When this card attacks, switch this card to active mode. Then it gets 10,000 power and can't attack for the turn. So a little bit of life taking again to help you awake. And yeah, 10,000 power. Not as good as I would say Saiyan Kaba or even the Trunks. And then we have 2 Master Roshi Potential Unleashed Unisons. If your leader card is red and your opponent's life is at 5 or more, when this card is played, deal 1 damage to your opponent. Plus 1 marker, activate main. This card gets 5,000 power, so it's a 20k striker with that. Activate main for -4. This card gets 15,000 power and double strike for the turn. So it turns into a 30k double strike, which isn't too shabby at all. And that is it for the cards out of this deck. Now I'm going to be going through here and kind of putting together my own list later on if y'all are interested in seeing that. And I'm hoping to take it to some tournaments here soonish. Don't know when that'll be yet, but it ought to be here in the next couple weeks. But if y'all are interested in seeing that, let me know in the comments and we'll catch you later.